Welcome to the introduction of ProjectWise 365 new portal interface. In this session, we will utilize our services to define and execute an architectural design review and deliverable workflow. I will cover how to create, review and comment, and create and assign issues on both a 2D and a 3D design review sessions. In addition, I will be covering the contract deliverables workflow using Deliverables Management. And finally, we will take a closer look at insights into our deliverables, including close to due, overdue, and who has the ball in court. Before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Teresa Corti. I'm based in Chile, and I have over 20 years' experience in the AEC industry as an instructor, consultant, and support analyst at Bentley, focusing on core platform technology for document management. Currently, I'm focused on product management for ProjectWise 365 as a product engineer. ProjectWise 365 gives you control of project data, design reviews, contractual documents, and insights for any size design team. You will have instant access to a 100% cloud-based common data environment with visibility into work assignments. You can conveniently create, share, review, and collaborate on projects in the cloud, collaborate in real-time, flexible 2D, 3D team-level design reviews using only a browser. Track responses and due dates of critical contractual documents via transmittals, submittals, and RFIs, and avoid issues before impact using insights to expose essential project information. When you signed into ProjectWise 365, you will be taken to the homepage of the last project you have been working on. The project home provides an easy-to-digest overview of the current status of a project. At the top of this page is the project summary. Here, you see a high-level view of how many items are in the project. Additionally, color-coded alerts let you know quickly how many items are new, overdue, close to deadline, and upcoming. To the right, you see a breakdown notifying you of the project items, issues, reviews, submittals, RFIs, or design tasks. Below Project Summary, you see 6 task cards. These task cards highlight the top 5 actions requiring attention that are assigned specifically to you. The color-coded alerts to the right help you prioritize your activities based on due dates. From the task cards, you also have the ability to create new actions by clicking on the plus button. Here you can create and assign new issues, create a new 3D design review session, create a new design task, or create a new design review. As a structural engineer, I want to see all the tasks that have been assigned to me with their due dates and if they're opened or closed and their status. By simply clicking in View All at the bottom of the card, I will be taken to my work inbox. Here, I can see all my tasks, whether they are a design task, an issue, or a 2D design review. I can sort by any column. In this case, I want to sort by due date to see which task I have to do first. In this case, it's a design task, which I can open to view all the details. I will change the status to in progress and add a comment so the project manager will know that I'm working on it. After finishing the design in the appropriate application, I will open again the design task and change the status to complete and close the design task. Once I save and exit, the design task will not be shown in the panel anymore. If I go back to ProjectWise 365 homepage, I will see that the task is not listed in my pending tasks anymore. ProjectWise 365 includes a document storage area where you can store all your files and share with your entire project team. You can create your own folder structure in the portal or just drag and drop the one you have on your file system. Folder-based security can be defined to allow or restrict file access based on project role. Folder-based security can be inherited from the parent folder or can be specific for each one of them. In ProjectWise 365 Documents area, you can store files of any type. These include design models, CAD files, Office documents, PDFs, images, and other file types. Folders and documents are synchronized using ProjectWise Drive. This allows users instant access to files, including the ability to open the file directly from the browser or your local file system. Documents can be opened from the associated desktop application. This will check out and lock the file to prevent other users from working in the same document at the same time. Once finished, you can check in the document with the modifications, so it will be available to everyone. If required, a new version can be created. ProjectWise 365 automatically sets previous version to read-only. You will always have access to all versions of your documents. If you have Office 365 subscription, you can start an Office 365 co-authoring session, which will allow you to edit your Office documents online and have multiple users modifying the same document at the same time. While you modify the document, changes are automatically saved. Once you finish, you can close the file and end the Office 365 co-authoring session. If you need to share a file with other users, simply get the link to the file, paste it in an email, and send it to the user. In any project, it is very important to understand the history of the files. You can select any file or folder, view all the general attributes and the audit trail to see when it was created, modified, a version was created, replaced, etc. If needed, the audit trail can be exported to an Excel spreadsheet. Last but not least important is the ability to search for any document. Just type in the word you are looking for in the search tool, and ProjectWise 365 will list all files with that word, the folder they're in, the version, description, and other important information. As a project architect, I'm responsible for weekly architectural reviews. Every week, I receive a link to the added or updated model. With ProjectWise 365, I can easily create or update a 3D design review. I will add team members to participate in this project. These team members may be responsible to comment on the design or create and resolve issues found during the weekly review. Adding users is really simple. Go to the administrative tools, select Manage Your Team, and Add Users. Just type in the name or email and add the user to the project. In this case, I will modify the added user to Architect Engineer, and we are ready to go. Once in the 3D design review, I can add the new user to the review session. In this example, Bob, the Architect Engineer. You can have as many participants as needed in each session. During the review, I realize I don't have enough information regarding waterproofing at the roof opening. I can easily add a comment, select the element to review, and add all the relevant information. I will tag the architect engineer so he will receive a notification with a requirement even if he is not participating in this session. Bob receives the email notifications, clicks on the link, and is taken to the sign-in page where he verifies his credentials. The 3D design review will open automatically. Bob reviews my comment and responds tagging me so I will get notified. Bob spots a problem at the staircase and proceeds to create an issue. He will fill in the subject, due date, status, and assign the issue to me. Finally, he adds a description and saves the issue. Any participant can review the model and add comments or issues and assign to a team member. I receive the response to my comment in real time when I'm actively in the design review session. I can also see that an issue regarding the staircase has been assigned to me. I can respond or assign the issue to the appropriate colleague. Once the 3D design review is complete and all comments and issues have been addressed, contractual deliverables, in this case PDF files, can be created and distributed via Deliverables Management for review, approval, or construction. Prior to distributing the contractual deliverables, they can be reviewed using our 2D design review workflow along with our PDF markup tool. As the project architect, I am responsible for reviewing deliverables, in this case PDF files, prior to sending them to the client. PDFs are created once comments are addressed and issues are resolved in the 3D models. The 2D design review feature will allow you to keep track of markups, issues, due dates, and assignees. I can easily access my deliverable files from the Documents area in ProjectWise 365. Once I select the file or files, I can create a 2D design review directly from the Document area. I fill in all relevant information such as subject, description, milestone, and send for review. Once the design review is created and sent for review, assign the reviewer, due date, comments, and confirm. As we saw in 3D design review, notifications are sent to assignees with links to easily access issues, 2D reviews, or comments. In this example, I will assign this review to me. On the project's homepage, I can see all the tasks assigned to me in order by due date. I can easily access the design review from my project homepage. This will open the PDF markup tool where I can review the design, create markups, and create and assign issues. I noticed that there is a design issue at the top of the stairs. I can identify the area using the Cloud tool, create, assign, and schedule a due date for the issue. Similar to 3D design review, all issues can be tracked via the Issues dashboard. In addition to creating issues, I can also easily create a markup to draw attention to a simple error that needs to be corrected. Once I finish reviewing the PDF file, I can assign the markups. Once the comments and issues are addressed and the design files are fixed, new versions of the PDFs are uploaded to their respective folders in ProjectWise 365. Back in the 2D design review, I can verify all comments were addressed and all issues were resolved. I can change the state of the 2D design review as completed, and the review will be closed. I will do the same for the rest of the 2D design reviews, and when complete, the documents are ready to be sent via transmittal using Deliverables Management to the client for review or approval. As a document controller, I receive notifications that the PDFs are ready to be sent to the client for review or approval. I will use Deliverables Management to send a transmittal with the desired documents, track recipients, responses, and due dates. I will add a subject that will allow the recipients to easily identify what documents I'm sending, the purpose of the transmittal, for review, for approval, for information, or for construction. I can also add additional information in the description field. Next, I will add the recipients. In this example, the document controller from the client's organization, and I will require them to acknowledge and respond to the transmittal. Next, I will select the documents to add to the transmittal. I will include the PDF that was reviewed during the 2D design review. Finally, I will define the schedule. Since I'm going to issue this transmittal now, I do not have to set an issue date, but I can set a date and a reminder if I'm going to issue the transmittal later. It is important to schedule the acknowledge and response due dates. I will set the acknowledged due date to 2 days after the issue date and set the reminder to 1 day before that. And I will also set the response due date to 7 days after the issue date and set the reminder to 1 day before that. Once the documents are attached and the schedule is set, I will issue the transmittal. I can review the cover letter to double-check that everything is correct prior to confirmation. As the client's document controller, I will receive an email notification that I have received a new submittal and a link to the submission. Selecting the link will open the submittal where I can see that I have 2 days to acknowledge and 7 days to respond. I can review the cover letter and verify that the information is correct. If not, I can reject the transmittal. In this example, everything is correct, so I will acknowledge. I cannot respond until I acknowledge that I have received the transmittal. Since this is an architectural document, I will add the project architect as additional reviewer. The project architect will be able to add additional reviewers as needed. As the project architect, I will receive a notification via email that I have been assigned as additional reviewer for a document or documents. Selecting the link will open the review process. Review documents will open PDF markup where I can add comments, create issues, add signatures, and stamp. In this example, I do not find any issues, so I insert the approved stamp. I select the response approve and send the response. The sender, document controller, can see that the transmittal has been acknowledged and that a response has been received. Once the transmittal is open, I can see additional details by selecting the Response tab. Here, I can see that the document has been approved. I can view the history of the transmittal to see all the details, including who acknowledged and when the response was received, and was it received on time. Every project has several challenges that need to be addressed. Client approval and review status are very important. Project Insights will help users track how many deliverable documents have been sent or received, how many have been reviewed and accepted or not accepted, how much rework will be required to reissue for review or approval. As a project manager for the engineering organization, I need to quickly understand the status of the project. Are we on schedule and is our documentation of good quality? I also need visibility into the status of deliverables. Who has the ball in court? And is the client responding on time? Therefore, controlling unforeseen costs to the project. With Project Insights, I can see how many documents were sent, how many were accepted, how many were returned to be fixed, and how many documents have responses still pending. I can easily access a list of documents that have not received a response, search for a particular document, and if needed, go to the transmittal page. If I want to analyze pending tasks for documents that have been sent for review and are still pending of a response, I will select the specific filter and identify if we are taking too much time to fix and reissue the documents or if the client is usually late in responding. With Project Insights, I can see document count by number of rejects, how many documents have been approved the first time they were sent, how many documents have one reject, how many two, and so on. Therefore, understanding if our documentation is of good quality or not. Project Insights helps me visualize trends of our deliverables to see if we are consistently sending our deliverables on time. If not, identify and correct the problem causing any delay. Also, I can identify which receiving organization usually respond on time or are always late. Visibility into how many packages were sent, how many were acknowledged and responded to on time will allow me to identify bottlenecks in our own workflow and determine if we need more resources or additional time to review the documents and respond. As the project manager from the client's organization, I need to understand if we are receiving and responding on time. Very similar to the outgoing deliverables, I can see how many documents were received, how many accepted, how many respond pending. Is the engineering organization fixing and resubmitting the documents on time or not? Do we acknowledge and respond to our submittals on time? Which is the trend of our submittals? Project Insights will help users track all project deliverables, outgoing or incoming, allowing to make proactive decisions and keep project on schedule. Each team member can view the list of issues assigned to them in their own task dashboard on the homepage and access them just by clicking on the name. They can modify the status, add comments if needed, and save it. Additionally, users can access all issues across the project via an automated dashboard to understand at a glance what has been completed and what still needs to be resolved. This list will show all issues created within ProjectWise 365, the ones created in 3D design reviews, the ones created in 2D design reviews, in Deliverables Management PDF markup, and individual issues created by selecting the new button and adding all relevant information as subject, due date, status, assigned to, and description. Issues can be filtered by different columns. For example, as a project manager, I need to know which issues are still open and are due in 1 day. I simply filter by state open and due date today and tomorrow. This will give me a list of all issues that need urgent attention. I can also see who has been assigned to them, and I can modify the assignee to help distribute the work. At any time in the project, I may need a list of all the issues in an Excel spreadsheet, so I can select some of them or all of them and export to Excel. I will save the Excel spreadsheet in the synchronized folders so any team member with the correct rights can access the file. In conclusion, ProjectWise 365 gives your project team instant access to the latest documents with powerful versioning and search capabilities, ensuring compliance and maintaining your firm's reputation with the ability to perform interactive and collaborative 2D and 3D design review where issues can be identified and tracked through, resulting in error-free design documents, shortening contractual exchange cycles by allowing all document types to be included as part of the completed contractual deliverables, which can then be sent, reviewed, marked up, and responded to, and tracked throughout by all responsible parties through Deliverables Management and Project Insights. Optimizing total solution costs by eliminating the reliance on third-party PDF review tools, and integrated into day-to-day collaboration tools as an instant-on, cloud-based common data environment. This concludes today's session on Introduction of ProjectWise 365 New Portal Interface. I want to thank you everyone for participating, and I would like to open up for a round of questions and answers.